just enjoying that music for the last time. The final ever Holier Than Thou from me at the platform. And I've got to say a huge thanks to everyone who has listened to and enjoyed these frustrated rants over the past year or so. I've certainly enjoyed making them and the cathartic release that comes along with it. Thank you as well, I should say, to all the lanyard wearers, communications professionals, politicians, academics, counsellors, loudmouths and busybodies that have dedicated their lives to making bold contributions to the many conversations this country has with itself and then running away at the slightest hint of scrutiny. Without you, this wouldn't be anywhere near as fun to do. I'll start this final instalment in what has been a long and at times painful segment with a regular feature, Wellington City Council. In the past, they've been on for things like trying to give a Māori name to a man's driveway and for forcing street sweepers to sign up to diversity initiatives. Today, though, their characteristic refusal to appear on the program comes after Better Wellington uncovered ratepayer funds had gone towards the creation of an online course aimed at trans people, which discusses, among other things, children, cover your ears again, urinating on your sexual partner. We've discussed that plenty. Now, in the context of a council that's been given a Crown Observer to keep an eye on their numerous failures, and have only just this week been scorned by the Prime Minister for failing to apply for the free money that the government was going to give them, you must question why ratepayers' dollars is being channeled into this sort of nonsense. When we called up and questioned the director at Gender Minorities Aotearoa, they defended the course, saying it was actually a sexual safety course and a how to leave your abusive partner course, which would be better than the former. Neither of those subjects, though, were mentioned anywhere in samples of the course material or on the cover of the course itself. Ahi Wihongi, that's their executive director, explained this as marketing, which of course is that's a brilliant marketing tactic. That's groundbreaking. We're going to advertise an online course and not only not say what's in it, but say that it's about something completely different to what it actually is. That is genius right there. Imagine the shock, right? You're taking a course that you think is about to explain how to leave your abusive relationship. And 3 pages in, it starts recommending that you go to the toilet on your partner. Props to Ahi for answering our calls. Alas, cooperation from the council was not as forthcoming. Also this week, RNZ have been very, very silly and refused to amend a story written by Eloise Gibson, which claimed that 10 days of warm weather in Hamilton this year had shattered previous records, temperature records, and likely broken records going back to the inception of temperature reporting itself. Quite the story. Now, of course, this was all geared towards stirring up climate change hysteria, which they like to squeeze in each week, RNZ editorially if they can. But investigative journalist Ian Wishart then simply opened his computer, typed in Hamilton and heatwave in the same search bar on a newspaper archive, and found that Hamilton had experienced nearly 63 days in a row warmer than that almost 100 years ago. How embarrassing for Radio New Zealand and for climate scientist at Waikato University, Luke Harrington, who was approached by Radio New Zealand to say some scary things about some numbers on a page and then vaguely refer readers back to the irreversible nightmare of our own construction that is man-made climate change. Now, Luke, I asked you on the program to respond to Wishart's allegations that you and Eloise Gibson had intentionally misled readers about climate temperature records, but you just didn't respond at all. So on to the final ever Holier Than Thou list you go, immortalised along with your colleagues in your own radio silent indignation. Also, leave Hamilton alone. There's not a lot going on there, and now they can't even enjoy a week of nice weather without climate scientists getting on their case about greenhouse gases.